Good evening, hockey fans. Welcome live from Doug Woog Arena over in South St. Paul as your Waconia Wildcats are getting ready to face, I got to get this right, the Inver Grove South St. Paul. What is their mascot? I think it's like a wheel, but South St. Paul alone are the Bulls or something like that because the old meat packing plant that this used to be, I think.
Is that what that is?
A little history from the coaches. South St. Paul used to be a powerhouse in high school hockey in the state of Minnesota, but those days aren't what they used to be.
Yeah, looking at the wall behind us, there's some pretty cool history. They did a good job showing with the past. Some NHLers out of here.
And kind of looking over who's in their conference. They got to go against Matamidi. They got to go against Hill Murray. They got to go against Tartan, St. Thomas Academy. It's pretty heavy single-A hockey that happens in this barn.
Yeah, no kidding.
I think last 2 years, Matamidi has made a deep run into the high school single-A program, and St. Thomas is always good.
Yeah. Did we watch Matamidi last year together?
I think so. 2 years, yeah, last year. And I thought St. Thomas was a double-A, but maybe they're just single-A. Pretty sure they're double-A. I think that's who took Shakopee out this last year.
Really? Okay.
So here we go, the Wildcats in purple. The Inver Grove / St. Paul don't really know where they're from in white. $12 skaters for South St. Paul, so a lot of ice time for them. All right, here we go. All the boys are back. Hoffman's back, making his return from a little illness that kept him out of Sunday night's game. But looks like we're going to go ahead and get things started with Platt's line of Moan and Rashavi.
Fenner,
yep. And on defense, we've got Janke and Benham. And starting things off is Vasinovich between the pipes. Here comes South St. Paul's first trip into the zone. Fenner goes down in a heap, but it ends up with Platt. Platt and Moan going quickly. Platt going to try to get that angle. Oh, the puck just got a little bit far in front of him. Platt still battling behind the net. Stifter coming in now. Hoffman sneaks in. So Hillesheim out there. Ends up from Moan to Hillesheim. Hillesheim loses the moment. Still battling there to Moan. Can he get a wraparound centering look? No dice. Break out into the neutral zone. They go ahead and dump it. No icing, so they'll chase it. Hoffman be the first one there. He's got plenty of time, can skate forward. Orth now out on the ice. Looks like Abernathy there as well. Hoffman goes over to Hillesheim. Hillesheim pushes it over to Abernathy. Ends up getting collected by Hillesheim. He dumps it. Hoffman off, Daney on. Good start for the boys thus far. Daney skating the puck. Daney's got a lane. He's got Stifter directly in front of him. Abernathy straight to his left. Here comes Daney. Around one. Shot. Goes right into the glove and bounces out, but he regains the rebound. Og out there now for the first time. Over to Rashavi. Rashavi sends it backwards, but unable to be caught. So back to the neutral zone. Og having to waste some time to get all the boys back on side. Daney up to Og. Og going forward with it. Loses the puck momentarily. Here comes South St. Paul. Oh, we got a lucky break there. But it ends over to Daney, who fires it over to Abernathy. Abernathy's shot gets deflected. Schimmenauer in there now. Here it comes. Kibler getting into the way. Schimmenauer pushing the puck forward. And here, Orth slowing things down. Kibler. And it is dumped by South St. Paul. Janke will chase after it. He's got Baney on the far side, and he chooses to go to Benham. And now Janke. He bounces it up to Kibler. Kibler picking his lane. All the way around the outside. He's got Schimnauer right at the crease, but loses the puck and momentum. And up and out, and we'll have a face-off.
I'd love to see the
We'll
boys
start
move
the clock here
more.
sooner than later. I'm killing the cameraman by not knowing how this app works effectively and efficiently. And once he's got it down, all of a sudden he's got a game off and he forgets everything. That was a long time of play without a whistle or without a stop.
It was. I'd love to see a little more passing by the boys. They're holding on to it too long, trying to play solo hockey right here. So let's hit the open guy and get some movement.
Here we go. Platt gets held up. His line out there, so Finner and Moan. Puck goes all the way back. Janke's going to chase after it. He's got Hillesheim out there. I think Benham had some type of equipment malfunction, so he's over there trying to get things figured out, and he'll be back on the ice hopefully soon. Hillesheim into that corner. He's going to come out with it. He goes forward to find Finner. Cross ice, hits Platt right in the skates. He bounces it up to Moan, who just is forced to go ahead and dump it. Puck comes around, South St. Paul, trying to break out of the zone. Hoffman, keeping it in the zone, goes to Platt's skate, but it gets dispossessed. Finner racing back to try to help Hillesheim and Hoffman out. Offsides is the call.
Kind of a cool view from up here. We're pretty high and over. It feels like we're over the ice pretty
in the
well.
crow's nest.
Yeah, I like watching like this.
Stifter. He's got Rishavi behind him. Abernathy on the far side. Hoffman and Hillesheim still out there defensively. Hoffman on that far side. Abernathy comes around, going to try to maybe get a shot. He goes over to Hillesheim. Hillesheim has to go back down to the corner to Rishavi. Rishavi's still with it. Back to Hillesheim. He goes back into the corner. A lot of sticks battling in there. South St. Paul coming quickly. Abernathy brushes it to the side. Abernathy trying to angle. Good stuff. Stifter's at his feet. Now Stifter versus two. Let's see the pathway he goes. Rishavi's going off for a line change, so Stifter's kind of on an island. He's going to dump it and realize that he's got no support behind him. Puck coming back around. Kibler gobbles it up for the moment. Got a break there. Shot hits the post. Good look.
That was a good hard shot.
Kibler gets in there, throwing his weight around again a little bit. Daney and Og out there defensively. Schimnauer Orth along with Kibler. Kibler. Just maybe trying to do a little bit too much individually there. Pushed to the side by Vacinovich. Daney pushing it up towards Orth. And ends up with Daney. He gets around a second. Shot right into the armpit and squeezed tight by the goaltender from South St. Paul, Inver Grove Heights. I got to figure out what their mascot. I do see what looks like a bull still on their shoulder, maybe.
Okay, so it's following the high school team somewhat.
I don't know how Inver Grove feels about that, but they're Spartans, aren't they? And a Spartan, so a bull-Spartan mixture. Somebody come up with a good name for a bull and a Spartan. Platt.
Put it in the comments.
Moan, just swing and miss. Bit him back out there, so he figured out, I think it was just his neck guard. And he got that taken care of. Finner and Janke back. Finner pushing it forward, ends up to South St. Paul. Finner barreling through, ends up to Moan. Nice outlet to Platt. Just loses it. Platt, angle, center, hit side net. Platt still with it. Gets swept away by the goaltender. Moan pushing it. Platt and Moan. Platt back to Benham. Finner. Finner shot. Deflections. Shot. And that could not have gone more than exactly parallel with that red stripe.
It was right there. Hard angle.
No ice. Moan asking for Hillesheim to get it to him. Hoffman out there with Hillesheim. Stifter, Abernathy, and Moan. Stifter.
Moan's got to get off the ice. What is he doing?
And here comes Inver Grove. Hoffman forces them to dump it. Hillesheim be the first one to pick it up. Comes back the other way around. Abernathy get in front of it, but he does, and off he goes. That's the defenseman's biggest nightmare. Hitting that wing shinnies. Abernathy going to dive in. He's got Rishavi. He's got a shot. A good save from the goaltender. Stifter. Looks like Danny's out there with Og now. Hoffman and Hillesheim take a breather. Abernathy battling hard. Ends up the Sifter's shot. Oh, if that could have deflected, Rishavi was there. Og fires. Shot right into the chest protector of the goaltender again. Shots are on target, but we're making this goalie look really, really good right now. Rishavi keeping the puck in the zone. It's going to bounce around, end up with Danny. He gets around one. He gets around a second. Shot right into the shinnies. Kibler almost got through all there, but again, just maybe one too many touches. What do you think, Andy? One too many touches. Keep the puck moving. Shot and save by Vasenovich for the moment. First real threat now covered. First real threat from South St. Paul.
Yeah, that was a little scary. It was right there in front of him. Did a good job finding it.
Schimmenauer's line out there, so Orth is on the ice with Kibler. Looks like Benham and Janke out there defensively. Ends up with Janke. On a face-off. That's always a good thing.
Yeah, look at got all his own nice and
Orth gets it out of the zone. Schimmenauer given time. Things getting held up there. Schimmenauer's getting his body in there. Orth comes out with it for the moment, but South St. Paul tries to dump it, and they get it out of the zone. Benham pushing it forward, finds Kibler. Kibler still has it now. Kibler and Schimmenauer can go forward. Over Kibler. All right, Janke now. Janke off the backboards. Hopefully finds his way over to Benham. Benham chooses to go the different direction. Flings it off. Turnaround, Schimmenauer. Benham up to Orth. Now Orth's got some speed, but he goes off to Schimmenauer. Schimmenauer fires. There's another shinny shot. See if Hoffman can pick up one. Hoffman getting in. Sinners hits the skate of a couple of different skaters, but a good forecheck.
Oh, that is a straight up
check and a half. Now Schimmenauer.
I was like elbowing to the face on Fenner.
Hillesheim.
Holy smokes.
Hillesheim's got a lane if he can find it. He chooses to go into where everybody was skating. Hoffman and Hillesheim back out there. Looks like Platt's line starting to matriculate out there. So that means Moan and Finner are out there with him. Finner into the corner. Puck's going to go all around. Can Moan get to it? Hoffman off. Now Og on with Hillesheim. And here we go. South St. Paul coming out Hillesheim. Now Hillesheim, unfortunate. Og. Behind the net he goes. That's not what we want to see. Shot, good save. Can we get in front of it? Can we get in front of it? Shot, pushed to the side by Vasenovich. South St. Paul, Inver Grove starting to wake up a little bit. And Spartan Bulls starting to wake up. Ends up finding Abernathy. He's got Platt going with him. Tries a weak toe drag, but it gets goggled up. Rishavi interferes for the moment, and puck still coming the other way. Danny, Og, Abernathy ends up with Danny. Danny now going to skate forward. He's got Stifter in front of him, but now Danny going to skate the puck. He gets around one. Now he's on his backhand. Comes Danny. He's got Rishavi. He fires over to Rishavi. Rishavi's going to fire one. Deflection goes wide of the net to Stifter. Now Og picks it up. Og looking for that centering look. No dice. Here comes Danny with the one-timer up and over. Puck dribbling in and covered, and there's another whistle. Again, maybe only the second or third whistle, I feel like. We haven't had too many face-offs.
Yeah, it's already a minute left in the first period.
Game's moving quick. Now we got a problem. South St. Paul with a good carom. Good stick by Vasidovich.
And that was a good save.
Here comes Schemenauer. He's got Orth right in the middle. Got a lucky break. Everyone lost that for a moment, but ends up behind the net. Now Kibler. Kibler loses it for a moment. Schemenauer. Thank you, referee, for slowing that attack down for us for the moment. Schemenauer comes out with it. Schemenauer looking over to find Orth. Orth gets a lost between his skates, and it goes the other way. Janke slows things down. South St. Paul dancing behind the net. Lays it off to the defenseman. Going deep again. Benham out there. Janke trying to be big and clog all the vantage points as possible. Oh, look, unlucky break. Save. He's sitting on it. Sit back, sit back. Again, all the opportunities that we're giving him thus far, I feel like are self-inflicted wounds. So we got 45.8 seconds. Clock management here at the arena is not agreeing with us currently. So 45.8 seconds. Platt's line out there. Let's go, Moan. You got Finner going with you. Platt trying to get there. Moan, shot, glove save.
He was trying to go low there for a rebound again and just got a little too high into the glove.
Good goaltending on both sides thus far. Platt, Finner, Moan. Benham Janke throws that at net and covered. There's another whistle. So we talk about no whistles, and all of a sudden we're getting whistles every 4 seconds.
It's the end of a basketball game going on here.
Platt back to Janke. Janke fires one. No, goes wide right. Moan and Finner into that corner. Platt sitting on top of the crease. End up with Platt. One-timer. Oh, stick got deflected. Finner trying to go back to the middle. Gets eaten up for the moment. Finner's still battling. Platt gets in there. Moan as well. Platt's going to come out with it. Platt back to Benham. Benham's going to fire one low and just easily push to the side. Benham hopefully can keep it in the zone. They've got 6 seconds to not let them get a promising attack. And that's the end of the first period. And at the end of the first period, we got a score of 0-0. They're not keeping shot totals. I would say we're probably on the plus on that by a little bit, but South St. Paul and Inver Grove started to kind of wake up as that period progressed. We'll be back in 1 minute. All right, we're back. Stifter, Abernathy, Rishavi with Hoffman and Hillesheim. Vasidovich still between the pipes. Hoffman slows that down. Hoffman pushing it forward to find Stifter. Stifter trying to get around that edge. Shot right into the chest. Abernathy says, I want it still. Can Rishavi get to it? Nope. Abernathy, Stifter. And here comes South St. Paul. Up and over. Hoffman will have to chase it. We've got a rolling puck. Bounces it around. It's going to end up with South St. Paul for the moment, but Hillesheim takes it. And a shot goes wide of the net. Hoffman will have to chase it. Hoffman tying him up in the boards. That allows Abernathy to come and grab the puck. Coming across. Hoppin will have to chase after it again. Get going. Hoppin pushing it forward. Out of the zone. Offsides is the call.
Only 12-minute period.
Oh. Schimmelauer's chance with Kibler North. Daney and Og out there defensively. Puck gets dumped, and it's going to go to Daney. Daney skates by, ends up to South St. Paul, and right into the stomach of Isinovich. Schimmelauer pushes over to Daney. Daney pushes it up to Kibler. Orth battling. Schimmelauer in there with him, but South St. Paul comes out with it. Knocked down. Past Daney for the moment, and Daney's going to go to the box. Well, first penalty kill opportunity. The boys will have to try to defend.
Well, we know we're good at a penalty kill, Mike.
Well, we've got plenty of practice. Moan and Platt out there. Defensively, Benham and Janke. Got to go get it. Someone's got to go get it. Really tiny box. Got to move out. Moan and out of the zone. South St. Paul to shot.
That was launched.
Yep. Knocked down by Benham and cleared. Icing will be the call.
Ooh, that was close. That was
really
a
close.
spinning puck that almost stopped before they called icing there.
So there's the first 31 seconds of the penalty kill. Now Hoffman and Hillesheim will come out along with Stifter and Finner. Stifter at the drop. Into the middle goes off to Finner, but right back to South St. Paul. Karam's off of Hillesheim into the corner. Hillesheim unable to clear the puck. South St. Paul. Finner. Now Stifter comes up, and it gets dumped all the way around to the other side. Can Stifter get to it? He can. Stifter to Finner. Bounces off his blade. Here comes South St. Paul with Stifter all over his back. Hillesheim goes down, loses an edge for the moment. Finner in there trying to help. Here comes a shot opportunity and kick to the side. Stifter again. And now Stifter out with it, trying to get it out of the zone, unable to do so. Should Karam to Hoffman, who will bump it up to Finner. Can't clear the zone, though. Hoffman in there, Finner, Stifter. Finner trying to clear the zone. It does not clear the zone. Seemed like a lot of white shirts were on the ice there for a brief moment. Hoffman switching directions up to Finner. We were able to kill off that penalty kill, so we're back 5-on-5. Abernathy out on the ice.
Good job,
Hillesheim. Everything getting held up there. Stifter almost about ready to get it out. Finner, and he ices it.
It's a smaller bench than what the boys are used to. I noticed that right away. I feel like a couple feet shorter.
Schimmelauer's line out there. Orth and Og. Kibler. Kibler has the puck. Gets it out of the zone. Offsides is the call.
Actually, this is one of those rings. See where the doors? You don't get off sides. Both the doors are in the middle of on the sheet of ice.
South St. Paul kicked away by Daney. Now Orth comes with it. Going to try to use his boards to get some momentum, and he goes forward. He goes down, and we'll get a power play.
There we go.
They finally called a penalty.
Orth gets a penalty.
He finally draws his first penalty of the year.
Or he draws a penalty. He didn't get a penalty.
Yeah, he draws a penalty.
He has been beat up all year and hardly ever gets the call, so happy to see him get one here.
Got Daney on this near side with Og playing defense. Platt's line of Finner and Moan. Platt comes back to Daney. Daney trying to get that edge. Fires one. Down low, Finner. And Moan. Finner. Platt, but it was cleared. Daney will chase after it. Platt yelling at Daney, letting him know he's got plenty of time to pick his lane. Comes over to Platt. Now Platt trying to get around that corner. Back to Daney. Daney to Moan. Out to Og, one-timer. Oh, that was a good look from the boys. Daney over to Moan. Centers, nobody home. Platt will have to pick it up. Platt to Daney. Daney going to skate forward. Daney. Daney's still with it. Out to Moan. Daney, shot. Oh, another opportunity for the boys, but they pick up the rebound. 20-some seconds left in this power play opportunity for the Wildcats. Moan now pushes it over to Finner, who pushes it into the corner. Moan will be the first one to get to it. Ends up with Platt. Oh, Og was there, but couldn't get it over the stick of the goaltender. Platt pushes it back to Moan. Moan. He tried to find Og, but it hit the back of the net. Ends up to Benham, who pushes it forward. They were able to kill off the power play, so we're now back. Watch out, Platt. We're now back to 5-on-5. Platt Finner run into each other. Good line change there for Janke just to pick it up, and dropped out we go. Here comes the line of Abernathy, Stifter, and Rishavi, and I think they caught us on an offsides. I think we jumped out of the box.
They're calling us for
icing
all the way down. We spent the whole time in the zone pretty much on that power play. Too bad we didn't get a goal off of it.
Stifter. Oh, no. Oh, just enough. Stifter able to deflect that stick. Bounces around Benham. Just kind of nonchalantly, all of the boys just going after the puck. No real sense of urgency.
I'd like to see us pick this up and kind of dominate this team, but right now I feel we're playing kind of down to them.
Benham going to skate forward. He's got one behind him. Karam's off of Abernathy's stick, but he'll chase after. Unable to keep it down, but Sifter does. Bounces out for the moment, and back we go to Janke. No icing because it deflected off of his stick. You don't got a lot of time. Benham, back to Janke. Going to make all the way to Rishavi. Stifter to Abernathy. Now, Abernathy's got a little space, but he's got 3 white shirts that he's going to have to beat. Evan gets around one, but not the second. He still has the puck. Comes back towards the middle to Rishavi. Doesn't get caught, and here comes the Spartan Bulls. Good back check from Stifter. Slow it down. Ends up right on his stick. He pushes it up towards Abernathy. Abernathy has to dump it. That'll get us a line change. Hoffman, Hillesheim out there defensively. And here comes Schimenauer's line of Orth and Kibler. Bounces all the way back. Hopefully Vasenovich is awake. Hasn't been too busy this second period. Hillesheim now. Changes direction. Off the boards to Hoffman. Hoffman up to Kibler. Back towards Hoffman. Hoffman's going to go back around to Hillesheim. Hillesheim to Orth. He jumps over the puck and into the neutral zone. Schimenauer trying to cause a problem. Orth, Schimenauer there. Unable to get that to squeak through. Orth still battling. Kibler swings and stops it. Schimenauer now. Let's get one, buddy. Shot. Oh, deflected stick, and the shot goes wide. Orth now picks it up. Hoffman off. Daney on. Bounce out. Shot. Kick safe. All the way around towards Hillesheim. Hillesheim to Orth. He gets around 2. Now Orth has got Kibler and Schemenauer just got a little far in front of him, so it'll have to be a little more creative than just a breakaway. Schemenauer trying to come out with it. Orth there as well. A little bit of a dance going on. 3.5 minutes left in the second period. Schemenauer loses it for the moment, and Inver Grove able to pick it back up. They go ahead and dump it. Have we really not had a whistle for Cole to come out and participate tonight? I don't know. Platt, shot, glove.
Oh, no rebound. That would have been dangerous if there's a rebound.
And with 3 minutes left in the second period, Vistinovich's night is done between the pipes. Now Cole will come out. Vistinovich does not want to leave. Here we go. The other way. Ogden Daney. Daney brushes it out. Swept by Finner. I haven't seen 15 skate like that thus far this game, and that was something different, a little more pace. Get it out of there, boys. Daney in the mix. Here's a one-timer. Shot wide of the net. A lot of pace behind that. Wide of the net. Moan, Platt, Finner out there along with Daney and Og. Og. All the way over. A little bit too far in front of Finner. Gets dumped. Now Daney. Have to chase it down. He's got 2 on him. Platt gets over there to help out a little bit. Og sitting on top of the crease. Here comes Daney. He's got Moan to his right. Platt trying to get in there as well. Gets dispossessed. And here come the Spartan Bulls. Janke, Finner. Finner slowing things down. And now Finner going to go to the box. Well, the boys right now doing everything they can to lose this game.
Yeah, we got to clean this up and get rolling here.
Stifter, Benham. Stifter goes down. Benham comes out with it. Janke and Rishabi also out there. To Rishabi. Kick to the middle and finds Stifter. Bit of a rolling puck, so Stifter just goes ahead and dumps it. Which we're on a penalty kill. Why not?
Yeah, not a bad play. That's a good hockey play there.
Rishabi. Here comes St. Paul. Shot. Good save by Cole. Don't quit though, boys. The play's not done. Here comes a shot, and back down by Rishabi, up and out of the zone. Now Rishabi going forward. Don't get too spread, boys. Dumped around. Benham should be able to get to it. Benham trying to get it to Rishabi, who comes back towards Benham, who goes back to Rishabi. Rishabi, swing and miss, unable. Rishabi and stick go flying. Here comes a shot, wide of the net. 14 seconds left. Shot. Goal. Self-inflicted wounds. Clean hockey.
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen if we didn't get a goal. We kept giving them more and more confidence the longer this game went on because we're just gosh, I feel like we're so much better than this. We're really playing down to their level, so maybe this will wake them up.
Schemenauer's line of Orth and Kibler out there, along with Hoffman and Hillesheim now defensively.
They do have shots on goal. They're saying it's 18-10 in our favor.
Hoffman around towards Hillesheim, but is going to find its way to Orth. Orth slows it back down and gets it to Hillesheim. Now back to Orth. Orth. Ends up, and here come the Bulls. And at the end of the two, it's Waconia 0, South St. Paul Inver Grove 1. We'll be back in 1 minute. All right, we're back, folks. Third period hockey. South St. Paul Inver Grove 1, Waconia 0, Schemenauer, Orth, and Kibler out there, along with Hoffman, Hillesheim. Hillesheim with the puck. Hillesheim over to Kibler. Kibler pushes it forward. Gets dropped. Now Hillesheim. Behind the boards he goes. Hoffman. Hoffman down to Orth. Flips it over to Schemenauer. Now Schemenauer skating quickly through that neutral zone. Trying to get a shot right into the chest. Here comes South St. Paul. Hoffman off. Danny Hillesheim on. Offsides is the call. Danny Ogg defensively with Platt's line. Moan and Finner. Finner barreling through. Gets through 1, 2, 2. Here. The puck's coming around. Moan going in hard. Ends up with Finner. Finner pushes it down to Moan. Got a little bit far in front of him. Platt there as well. And puck going to the other side. Finner slows it down. Keeps it in the zone. But South St. Paul coming out the other way. Shot right into the chest of Cole. Stifter. Shot off to Shaniza Rishavi. Ends up to Abernathy for the moment. Back to Rishavi. And here comes Danny. Danny shot low right off the pads. Danny's still deep. Ogg kind of back by himself. Now Abernathy comes back to give him some support. Stifter keeps it in for the moment, but it ends up to Abernathy, who goes back towards Danny. Danny going to skate the puck forward. Danny shot right into the face mask. Secondary shot got saved as well. Stifter back to Danny. Danny pushes it up towards Rishavi. Able to get past the one. Centering look to Stifter. Stifter goes ahead and dumps it. Janke and Benham out now defensively. Puck coming around where Stifter will be the first one there. Unable to get past that defender, but still battling. Abernathy behind you at your feet. Abernathy almost had an opportunity. Out of the zone it goes. Janky to Abernathy. Abernathy to Rashavi. Rashavi hoping for someone to be there, but sends it towards net. But it easily knocked down. Schimmenauer. Kibler. Janky slows it down. Offsides is the call.
Goalie's got to have his helmet on in order to keep playing. Yeah. It's kind of important.
Here we go. Schimmenauer. Puck goes forward. Kibler. South St. Paul. Orth bounces it. Oh, my goodness. Shot. What a save by Cole. Out of the zone. Orth. Out of the zone. Schimmenauer. Schimmenauer goes down, and we'll have a power play opportunity.
Hey, here we go. Last time we had a lot of pressure on the power play. Let's see if we can find the back of the net this time.
Got Platt's line. So Moan and Finner out there, along with Hoffman and Hillesheim. Platt giving his defensemen some words to think about.
This line's been the beneficiary of coming out first after each power play. So let's go, boys.
Platt goes back towards Hoffman, who has to dump it. Kind of was an awkward situation. Finner. Hoffman almost had it for a moment. Platt comes and intercepts it. Platt, shot, good save. Covered. Platt still out there. Platt back to Hill, bouncing puck. Kind of hard to control that. Bounces it forward, finds Platt. Finner dives onside, but I think Platt lost an edge. Out of the zone it goes. Hillesheim. Hillesheim going to try to skate forward. Moan going towards the center. Hillesheim dumps it to himself. Ends up with Moan, nobody in. Moan battling, but unable to regain it. Platt. Now Platt's going to dive in. Shot right into the chest. 28 seconds left on this power play opportunity. Bring out 5 new players. Brings Sifter's line of Rashavi and Abernathy. Daney and Og. Comes back towards Og. And all the way back. Cole gonna swing and miss, but no harm, no foul. Daney loses the puck momentarily. Sifter comes out with it. Abernathy's on the far side. If Daney looks up, and he does find an outlet, but just about 3 inches too far in front of him, and icing is the call. Two seconds left on this power play opportunity for the Wildcats, and we're on the wrong end of the ice. Sifter gets it to Daney. Daney caroms off his boards. Going forward. Centers, Rashavi. Oh, it was a decent opportunity. Rashavi made the most out of that opportunity. Puck up and out. Og and Stifter there. For the moment, Daney had it, but loses it. Sifter comes back to save the momentum. Ends up with Daney. Daney bounces it around where we'll find Abernathy. A lot of boys just appear to be standing around. Who's going to step up and do it? Ideally together. Rashavi bounces it up to Sifter. Sifter trying to find Abernathy, but telegraphed the pass and was eaten up in that neutral zone. Here goes Ox, skating with purpose, and misses his shot. Benham going to change directions. He's got Stifter. Benham fires right into the glove like he's playing pitcher and catcher in a baseball game.
"28 shots on goal to their 13, but we got to make these a little more dangerous here."
Schimmenauer. Fourth out there along with Kibler, Benham, and Janke. Puck going to get over there. Kibler unable to get a stick on it. Up and out of the zone. Benham there. Orth back there to offer some support. Benham choosing which direction he'd like to go.
They're not running the clock.
So we don't really know what the official time is. The scoreboard up there says 6:30 still. We'll take all the extra seconds we can get, I guess.
We need all the time we can get.
Puts it there in the middle. Schimmenauer dumps it around to the other side. Kibler. Benham. Puts one in the middle and covered. So we'll see if they adjust it. It should be at 6:02.
We don't want it to go down right now.
No. Platt's line back out there with Hillesheim, Hoffman, Moen, and Finner. Finner keeping it in the zone. Platt going to come out with it. He's got Moen. And covered. We're at 6:19 now on the clock, so they ran off 11 seconds. Platt. Finner. Swing and a miss. Platt goes down, Evergrove goes down, and here come the Spartan Bulls. Intercepted by Moen for the moment, but Evergrove able to come out the other way. Hillesheim slowing things down, going to end up with Platt. Nope, Finner. And we're going to have a hook, so we'll have another power play opportunity for the Wildcats.
All right, this time Stifter, Abernathy, and Rashavi get the first swing at it.
Hoffman, Hillesheim still out there defensively.
Maddox with a bar down slap shot from the blue line. I'll take it.
Back towards Hoffman. Hoffman struggling with it, but eventually gets it to Abernathy. Shot. Glove save.
God, this goalie's glove is good. Doesn't let anything.
Let's avoid the glove side, boys. Test that as stick side. Hoffman bounces it to Abernathy. Same idea. Abernathy over to Hill. Hill to Abernathy. He gets dispossessed, but he gets it back. Abernathy wide open. Oh, there it is. Shot. Oh, and another fan. Another opportunity for the boys. Now it looks like we got a running clock.
No.
So who knows when this game will or will not be over. Stifter back to Abernathy. Abernathy bounces it over to Daney.
All we know is we need a goal.
Daney back to Og. Og dumps it. Rashavi. Good battle from Rashavi. Comes back towards Daney. Daney around one. Daney around two. Pushes it over. Shot. And another big save on Abernathy. Abernathy still with the puck. About 20 seconds left of this power play opportunity. Down low to Rashavi. Loses it for the moment. Stifter now. Stifter tries to pass, but Stifter comes out. He gets tripped. No call. Here comes Invergrove. Good sauce pass. Shot well wide of the net. Og comes out with it. and pushes it to Daney. 5-on-5 hockey. Shimenauer is really high. And it finds Abernathy. Abernathy toe drags around one. Center look to Shimenauer. Shimenauer again. Oh, so much going on down there. Don't even know where to begin. Add a couple more shots. 13 for Inver Grove, 36 for Waconia. Shots. Kibler unable to slow that down. Orth back. Ends up to Orth, bounces it over to Janke, who passes it over to Benham, who finds Kibler, who goes back to Janke. Janke to Benham. Gets around the first, but not the second. Janke. Up to Kibler. Janke. Back to Benham. Benham goes cross ice to Kibler. It gets out of the zone, but unable to catch it. And now Kibler. Kibler dumps it. And here comes Platt's line. Finner. Hillersheim shot. Top shelf. What a rip.
Unbelievable.
Again, like number 15, I feel like I've only seen him on the ice maybe 3 times tonight. But when he's out there, you notice him.
Yeah, that was a hard shot.
Platt, Moan. Bounces around for Hillersheim. Hillersheim skating forward. Hillersheim rushing the puck. Skating past everyone. Ends up having to dump it. Platt right at the top of the crease. Moan. Platt begging for it. Oh, just caroms. Shot wide.
We pulled the goalie, Mike.
We pulled the goalie, so Stifter out there currently. And it gets held up on the net. Clock. I don't know if the clock management has been in our favor or not, but they've been all over the place. Not stopping it, starting it, not stopping it, starting it whenever they choose. Hoffman Hillersheim still out there defensively. Now Shimenauer out there with Stifter, Abernathy, and Rishavi. Puck comes back. Hoffman can't keep it, but does enough to allow Shimenauer to come back and get it. Shimenauer skating faster than the puck's wanting to slide. Ends up to Stifter. Ends up still with Stifter. Hillersheim off.
You need 2 goals, boys. Get it on net.
Hoffman gets his pass intercepted. Hoffman saves that goal for the moment. Hoffman over to Rishavi. Rishavi to Stifter. Stifter over to Abernathy. Someone's got to get it. And a shot well wide of the net. Daney gets it. Minute 13 left in the game. Here comes Daney. There's number 15. Shot up and over the net. It goes. I'll go chase after it. Up to Shimenauer. Doesn't handle the puck. Og pushes it to the side. Daney comes back and picks it up. 40-some seconds left. Abernathy, Stifter, Platt, all up high. Back towards Rishavi. Rishavi dumps it forward. Still an empty net. Eaten up for the moment. Now Orth pushes it to the Rishavi. Shot, diving save by Og. Daney. Back to Og, who fires it forward to Kibler.
Hey! 15! Grow up, 15! Cross-checking him into the head on the ice.
Yeah, and he was punching him.
Yeah, get him out of here! Get him out of here! Horrible! That's ridiculous.
He shoved him like 3 times when he was on the ice from behind.
My God. Willing to act like that afterwards.
Yeah, what a prick.